Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we are continuing with Le Dufont, where we are going to turn a shabby warehouse into shabby chic. Welcome to Le Dufont. The citizens of bourgeois Le Dufont don't like anything too flashy, and they certainly won't stand for anything that isn't one of a kind. Due to this, you operate under a peculiar restriction in Le Dufont. You are only allowed one of each species. With this in mind, you will have to craft an aquarium that is small but perfectly formed. Fortunately for you, the discarded items in this warehouse may help get you started. Unsurprisingly, upcycling is very fashionable in Le Dufont. Your goal is to reach rank 10 and obtain a high daily revenue. Prove that the best things come in small packages. Alright, so we have not opened yet, so we do have some time before everything goes up. Alright, so we need to reach rank 10. So we are currently... Looks like we are currently at level 8, so we just have 2 levels to get. We do need to get 4,500 prestige and have a daily revenue of about 4,000. So one of the things that's going to be critical towards that is making sure that we have revenue items, including, like, we have the balloons here. We'll get guidebooks. And then we have some vending machines. So getting those pieces is really critical. Do have some decent tanks, but unlike the last one, I won't necessarily have to focus on large tanks as more of right-sized tanks because I'm only allowed one of each animal. So towards that, I'm not going to want anything that is... anything that's schooling is going to be out because those fish aren't going to thrive. So no clownfish. Yeah, the turbot and I are not on speaking terms right now because he kept eating everything I put in the tank. Not a whole lot. I know I do like to have a lot of pollock in one particular aquarium, so I think right now we're going to probably focus on the tropical. And I think I've got some ideas with what we're going to do. First off, if I do walls, I usually prefer to do walls, not big walls like that. So I think this is what we're going to at least start with. Mixed tank. Okay, so we've got some different things that we want to have. A tank with the following mixed animals could give you a base prestige a boost. Always want the base prestige because that is starting prestige, and then the guests add to that. So different soft coral, different animals, sufficient lighting, water quality, and heating. Yes, absolutely. Always love doing these. Mixed display. A display featuring the following would give you a base prestige a boost. Build a tank with a wimp, a scavenger, a plant lover, sufficient water quality, and sufficient heat quality. Yeah, sure. We could do that as well. I like to go ahead and click on these because then it puts it over here, and then it's just a matter of clicking on the trophy to get that up. Hello, I represent the Equinox Research Facility. We are interested in sponsoring an exhibit in your aquarium. Something with the following parameters would be excellent. Build a tank with surgeonfish 3, sufficient water quality, sufficient heating. Okay. So with just those 3, I could get 600 base prestige, which would put me at, for here, would put me at 800. Okay, so let's go through and we're going to move. I think these are just the plain regular benches. These are the cushioned benches. which let's start with at least those right there. This is going to go into a staff area. This can be a decoration in a tank or outside. There's a fish wall. That's kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if we had where it's 3 wide. I might be able to do something with that. And then we've got some barrels. Okay, so first thing I want to do is kind of like Elmsford, have that's the very first one that you come across, and maybe have on either side have some balloons, and then I honestly don't like having the smaller ones, because these larger ones actually give you a base prestige. They give you a prestige bonus. So if we do that, and then we can have our coffee. We can have, that's food. I have a feeling this is another food one. Yeah. So then we put a trash can there. And then we can we could certainly put that like right there. I do want to reuse that. I think what we're going to do, I do want to use that. I want to see, do I have a deep observer tank? I do have a deep observer tank. I just want one that's 3 and then as wide as I can get it. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this and put that right there in the middle. And so then that can be recessed in. And we can actually have it set so that we have a little alcove right there. And then there's a door, there's a door. And then we can keep going we can put this, move this over here. That will actually prevent people from coming in this area initially. For right now, we can just kind of close that off. I think we're going to have a small little lagoon area. I'd like to have this back. And then we're going to have a small walkway. And we're going to move the small lagoon tanks off to the side, and we can have like so. And There we go. We can actually put it like that, and we're gonna have it like this. So that's really all the area that they're gonna have right to start. We're going to put one tool bench there, one tool bench over here. They do need a bathroom, so I will actually put the bathroom there, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually move like this over here in the corner, so we can, I don't know where we're going to put this just yet. We'll just put it right there for now. We're going to put 2 basic toilets right here. And then we are going to put a door right there. Eventually I might actually close that off because this might eventually get opened up a little bit more. Alright, so then we need 2 more things. We need some stairs, and then we need here, we need some stairs there, and then we need to do pumps. I suspect that that was not enough of, so I think this might need to go up one more. No? Okay, hold on. Let me... No? Okay, so it is... Okay, maybe I was blocking it off with the walls. Okay. So we're going to really quickly... Not gonna sell the... We're going to put back to that. There we go. Okay. So you cannot cover those up. All right, there we go. And then we can also add a barrel and another barrel. All right. So let's see what I need. I need one that has soft coral. I think this one I'm going to probably do with maybe a small wall tank, because one of them I need soft coral. So let's see, this is soft coral, soft coral, soft coral, and soft coral. So, oh, it's in the category soft coral. Okay, so any of these would be fine. And then I need some different animals. So I could potentially do that one over back here, but I really... Out of curiosity, how much is lighting going to be? I still haven't even done... See what's basic, like 1,000 gold. Okay, so I'm not going to necessarily have a whole bunch for that. So let's see. We have plant lovers, so we have plant lover. Do I have anybody that is a scavenger? And do I have any wimps? So this is a wimp. So I could do a porcupine puffer, a plant lover, and then I need a scavenger. And I don't know if I have any scavengers just yet. He's greedy. So I'm looking to see. So he would not go good with the stony corals. Regal Tang requires at least a lot of fish room, and I'm thinking I might do that here. So 56. I could do either one of these. That's a sturgeon fish, so I do need to do 3 sturgeon fish. I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I just need to find one that is a scavenger. So we're going to get a porcupine puffer. We're going to put that there. I'm not too worried about temperatures right now because I know I'm gonna deal with that in a little bit. I need a plant lover. I'm gonna do the sturgeon fish in another tank because I'm only allowed 1. So I'm gonna have the Regal Tang in there, and then I just need a scavenger. So when I can research, I think when I open it, I'll be able to start doing some research. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up this back area a little bit more. I'm going to have it just 1 more just so I can get some sufficient heating, because one of the things I want to start with is we're going to start with a power pump. We're going to move it right there. Hold on, we're going to have it right there. And I'm going to link it to that one. And we're going to add a second tank to there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look and see what I can do as far as a double filter and a double heater. And that should be more than enough heat for almost everything I have. For this, since the little stairway's over there, I need krill and cockles. So we're going to come over here. I need krill and I need cockles. So right there. Now I need 3 plants. Since it is the taller one, I can do a kelp. I can also do a tall eelgrass. I think I'm going to do a velvet horn here in the back, so that way it kind of satisfies a whole bunch of stuff. But here in the front, we're going to do a little bit of a feathered grass up at the front, and then otherwise it'll be pretty much there. And then this tank, aside from getting the scavenger, this tank would be considered done because the Regal Tang is considered a plant lover. So yeah, that is satisfied. Okay, so I just need a scavenger for that tank, and that one's done. Soft coral, I really want to do more of the coral in a wall tank because it does need some lighting. Although, how much lighting does the coral take? If I did 10, I get these 3 in. So how much is 10 on this? Almost half of my income. So I don't really want to do that because that's a lot of money. What's my other one? 3 surgeon fish. So I can... How big is this tank? 72. So we can put in that surgeon fish, and I really don't want to put anything else. Don't really want to put anything else in there just yet. How big is this tank? 18. Out of curiosity, he gets to be 40. So yeah, he won't even make it 4 days and he'll start having issues. So I'm thinking we're going to do this one. So we could do cannot be housed with another angelfish. So we can do, I think we're going to do an Achilles surgeonfish. We're going to add, and I may change these around. We're going to red-tailed butterfly. And we're going to add a flame angelfish because I don't think any of them hate each other. It's just we need some different things. So one of the things I want to do is I'm going to come back here. In the background, we're going to do a velvet horn that will satisfy all the plant and rock requirements. To start, I may eventually add to that. So we're going to do a pump, but we're going to do the pump here in the back. And so this way, this will get all of the both of the tanks up and running. So I can theoretically add to all my tanks now. So there is my heat, and there is my large double filter, which I just barely don't have enough room for, but that's okay. We can do a large filter for now. We could double that up. And I need, did I luck out that all of these eat green? I did. Okay, that's fantastic. I wasn't even doing that on purpose. All right, so we're going to actually put the green there. And we're going to put that there. So we will add to some of these. We'll add the dotty back right there. And I probably should not have done that. Orange pellet dispenser. So we're gonna do that, and I need a door to that area. Okay. So we have, everything is done. I just need to hire some employees. Here is Anna, 2 with feeding, 1 with fixing. Fixing and cleaning. Feeding and cleaning. Just feeding and fixing. So we're gonna get Kiki and Jim. And then we will, I want one person. I probably should have gotten one person that could do, here's someone. Gabri's expensive though. I will get Gabri in a bit. Someone who's cheap with cleaning. Yeah, we will. We'll just get Romeo. All right. So that actually probably hires more than I need. But with that, we are going to start. So that gets our basic setup, and we do have room for expansion because we can open up this room and expand out this way, as well as eventually loop back around, which will help with keeping people inside. But for now, that will wrap up this first. I know it was just setting up, But we've got some fish in, and we've got a good start for our first tanks. So I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Howdy Howdy, welcome back to Blue Otter Gaming. So today we are continuing. We're continuing with Dufont, where we're actually going to open. So this should trigger, hopefully, some research, maybe not. So it might be a matter of seeing what we're doing. There's our first research project. Okay, so we are looking for some surgeonfish. We are also looking for a wimp. I know I have a plant lover in there. Different animals is pretty easy, but we do want some surgeonfish. So let's look and see what we have. Let's look on the lower ranks and see if there's anything over here. So these would be really cool to get that I could put in with the orchid dotty back, or the oblique line dotty back that I've got in there. That was not what I wanted to pick, but that's okay. Okay, well, we have the Azure Demoiselle. That would be good with that, as long as these aren't bullies. And I think I might as well just go ahead and get all 4 of these, because I think I have enough room that I can put these little small fish in here, and that will finish out that tank. Just these basic level ones, and they're not a whole bunch, but they will be able to get some base prestige going. All right, so with this, one of the things I want to do is I want things that are going to be able to make money. So let's start with a donation bin. I don't remember if any of my fish have, yeah, so he gets some science, and this one only gets ecology. So I don't have a whole bunch of science. So that's one thing that I do need to focus on, is getting some different ones. So here is a black margin damselfish. That will allow me to get some different some science. And we're gonna do the speckled damselfish. Now these 4, I did not get that in there before. Alright, so there is the, so we'll do the, and then there's the speckled damselfish. Alright. So the only one I have left in rank 1 is a peeper, which is one of the Subnautica mods that I have. While it does get a lot of science points, it does require 3, and that goes against what I can have in this one. So here is, ooh, here's a scavenger. So I'm looking for the skeleton fish. So let's see if there's any of them other than a snail. Here's a hermit crab, which would be pretty cool. And let's see. We'll do the blue knuckle hermit crab as a scavenger. All right, so then we have the, okay, we need the speckled damselfish, and we're gonna do one more, the orchid dotty back. That gives us 5 fish in there, and Ironically enough, they all eat the orange. So we've got that. So this tank is really done. It's got 5 fish in there. And so we do need some more filtration. Do we have the money to do the double filter? So I need 113. Yeah, so we're going to pause real quick and we're going to actually sell. And we're going to replace that with a large double filter. Done. So those are good. We're going to resume play. What is your... What? So what was the deal with... Someone gave the oblique darling looks stressed. Why does the... It's a bully. Oh, and it can't be with other of its kind. Okay, fine. So we will... Wait, hold on. We're gonna put him in there for right now. No, so I think this one's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this one over here, and we're going to move this one back into that tank. So everyone looks fine. And everyone's happy with that. So there's a donation bin. I think the birds... I don't know why the birds are doing that. These are different tanks. Freshwater... So we have mug shelves. So we'll do the Megaquarium mug shelf. We'll start with, like, making a little... little gift shop area. Let me see, what else do we have? We do need a drink vending machine, which we can right now put right there. And we're gonna pick our next research. So I need surgeonfish, and hold on, I will choose that in a second. But I need there we are, guidebook shelf. I wanted to put right there, and we're going to put the guidebook supply just on the other side. So hopefully, because I don't think I have any workers that have... I don't think I have any workers that do gift shops, so I do need to... Xavier is too expensive. Yvette's fine. Alright, so unpause, and we're going to look... We're looking specifically for surgeonfish. So I see a lot of damsels. Dottyback, soldierfish, puffers, cardinalfish, tangs, eels. This is probably going to be a higher rank. Sea cucumber, angelfish, sea urchin. Brass. Oh, here we are. Here's a surgeonfish. White spotted surgeonfish, but it needs 54. I think, was this the one that I was doing my surgeonfish in? Yes. It's 72, so, but it's a schooling, so I can't do that. If it was 1 comma, then I could do that one. We're going to... But we are starting to get some surgeonfish. Hopefully I can get surgeonfish that aren't requiring schools. Space blennies, tangs. Here's another surgeonfish. Oh, but that requires 108. So I'm going to need a lot of tank space to get some of these surgeonfish. So I could start on that surgeonfish and here's one. Requires 48, grows to 18, unicorn surgeonfish. Does not have any, so yeah, we're gonna do him. And if I'd made it a little bit bigger, probably would have been able to do that. And it'll probably take me a couple, I don't know how many episodes it'll take me to get to there, but we're about little over a quarter of the way with the daily revenue. But we still need a lot of stuff, of prestige to go. So we've got cleaning, fixing, gift shop. So if I can hire someone, if I can hire maybe Xavier, I think it was Xavier, someone who can do talking. Gabri does talking and cleaning. Yeah, Xavier was the everything. Got some really nice stats. We're gonna hire Gabri. And we're going to do some talking. Over here and over here. So with this, we're going to have a Achilles surgeonfish, red tail, and then the flame angel fish. Awesome. And then over here, we're going to have our porcupine puffer, our regal tang, and we will do our orchid dotty back. So I do need to get a mic headset. I do remember I need one more thing. I need to get a broom stand. They can't clean without that. Just that when I need two. So he's over there giving some talks. I know initially you used to be able to do a talk that was and you'd schedule it at a certain time during the day, but I think they adjusted that. We're gonna make Gabri is gonna be our talker. Cleaning second, fixing third. So that's gonna give us a nice little boost to some of our prestige. They are starting to complain about needing the restroom, so I think I'm going to open up over here, and then we're going to pause it really quickly, and we're going to add 2 more toilets right there. And we're going to move these forward. And we're gonna have those, but we're also going to, one of the things that I like to do is I kind of like to have this little broom closet that has the sponge sink that's specifically for it specifically just has the sponge sink, and that's just an aesthetic thing. But you do have the walkway there, and then we are continuing to run. People are getting tired, so let's add some padded benches, some additional padded benches. I'm not gonna add them. I don't think I can add them there. Might be able to do like a recessed one here. Oh, I need... okay, so I need to do the balloons. All right, so we are looking for one more surgeonfish up. That's orange band surgeonfish requires 60. How big is my tank? I think I could do this. So we're going to add that one. Where is my unicorn surgeonfish? And then there is, what does the, also eats green. Awesome. So I need to check to make sure we do have plenty of people that can eat, or that can feed the fish. Okay, so now I need to see if I have... It appears I was given 2 things of balloons, but I do not have the balloon. I do not have the balloon repertoire. So we're going to actually put a couple of these out. Just as their donation bins, so hopefully people will feel free to donate. Or did I know? Is this balloon supply? Okay. So let's take our balloon supply and put it over here. So we have, so far, a nice little aquarium. It's got some room for expansion. Just noticing we were already given a broom closet. I might try to get a second mic stand, but I need to train someone else on talking. Because otherwise it's too much. So here is some data signs that we can add. Which will help with getting some base prestige. And I could probably see if I can't find some different fish to put into this one. So here is, that's the last of the orange of the surgeonfish. And that should be good. So there is one task completed. The surgeonfish exhibit is looking very good. We are happy we sponsored it. And our porcupine puffer has grown. Awesome. So there's the surgeonfish. So we have a base prestige of 200. So that's going to help. Now we need to choose our next research. So with this, I just need some different animals and soft coral. So I need to create... I've got the soft coral. I just need to get the animals in there. So we're going to I don't know if any of those can be. We're going to, yeah, we'll do a starfish. Those are really good. All right. Surgeonfish exhibit's looking good. We're glad we sponsored it. Awesome. We love it too, especially some of that base prestige that came in with it. And then here is a scavenger, so we're going to put him in there, and that's going to satisfy that. The mixed display has come together well, and the aquarium has enjoyed a boost to its base prestige. Awesome. So there are 2 goals down. We just have this third one with some soft coral. I'm thinking I might start with maybe having this way. So this is where we're going to start having to expand. And I'm thinking I'm going to expand this way and do a corner tank over here with some lighting and different corals. So let's expand out. We can pause. We're going to expand this way. So first thing, we're going to put that, put the wall up there. We're going to move some of these things around just a little bit. Because we are going to need to be able to get over here. So let's do a corner tank. 3x3. And then just to make sure that we have accessibility. And then we're going to kind of close it off to the public for the time being. We can move this over here, and then we can move that. Do probably need to add some bins. Let's add a bin there, and we can add a bin over here, and we will also add a donation bin about right here. All right. Now for this, we need 3. I probably should have done this as a deep tank, but we'll see if I can get this to work. I need this to be a power light. We're going to add some soft corals. There we are. We're going to do the ones that have 10 because I only need to have 3, so we're going to have 1. Okay, but I'm only allowed 1 of each. Blue tubular. And then I keep trying to add them as plants, and they're not plants. And then the toadstool with 5 or more. So we could do... So that satisfies the soft coral aspect. Now I need ones that are not going to, so that they may eat or damage stony corals. Let's see. We could do orange striped prawn, so we can add one of these, and that is probably what we're going to start looking at. So we will add a pump to this one, and we're going to connect it. Can we connect it to there? There we go. Awesome. And then we need to add zooplankton and I believe that's live by a shrimp. So really quickly, we're going to, just for aesthetic purposes, we're going to, and that will get that one. So for right now, we have a good start. We are almost done with our science research, and we just need 2 more animals, and we will do some research on some smaller fish that are good with soft corals, but we will continue that with our next episode. Thanks for watching. Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter. Welcome back. We are continuing with Dufont, and we are working on this mixed tank. So as we continue going, we've got we just got our mug shelf, so that's going to help us with generating some income. We're looking specifically at anything that can help us make money. So we do have a couple of balloon shelves, and that's sufficient. We do have a coffee machine. I'm not going to turn down the ability to get more, but for right now, the next thing is going to be, I think, to get this copper band toy shelf. And then we might go back and get it so we can get more of the coffee. So what we want to do is we want to really look at things that are going to help us earn prestige and science for this. So we've almost got our chocolate chip starfish. I believe we were going to put our starfish. My dog is sneezing. In here possibly. We do need to get some fish in there. So let's look and see what we can do. Again, we're looking for non-schooling fish, preferably of the small variety. If there's more than one combined size or purple, so I think these are fine as long as there's one of them. So Wimp, we're gonna get him. And what else do I have? I think I have. Do I have one of everything? I would need to get a much larger tank. This is just going to be not big enough for my southern stingray. I could do a striped boxfish. He's not gonna like stony corals. I already have that. All right, so my chocolate chip starfish. I think different animals. So let's see if how does he fit into there? So he fits fine. And I just need one more animal in there, and that tank would be done. And I think this little striped boxfish is going to be good, because I think we could do that, and that will finish out. All right, mixed tank complete. The mixed tank is complete and has resulted in a boost to the aquarium's base prestige. So there is another boost to my prestige. And okay, so note to self, the blue knuckle hermit crab was not a good fit for the porcupine puffer. All right, so we can go and maybe look at getting some additional, because I literally have food right there and there and there. If you can't find the food that's in front of you, I honestly can't help you. I need to get something in here, and I think we're gonna put a knuckle crab in there. Although I honestly think if I do some of the knuckle crabs, how big was that knuckle crab? He's not that big. He's only worth 2. So if I do this one, what I'm thinking I might do is I'm going to switch the inhabitants of this one, because this is a little bit bigger. So if I get any more of these like little small fish, that I might be able to, or I might be able to have this oblique line dotty back in with, yeah, because he's got to stay. So we're going to, yeah, we're gonna move some stuff around really quickly. We're going to move him over here, but we're gonna move 1, 2, 3. We're gonna move all these guys over here, because this oblique line dotty back is really, he's a bully, and he doesn't play well with others, and it's really going to mix what I can have in there. So I can get some of these smaller damselfish, and I can put them in here, and I might be able to put some of them back into here, but then that way I can just have some smaller fish. And I might do like another small, maybe a little bit larger lagoon tank or basic tank right over here. Research. All right, so I want, okay, first off, what was your issue that you could eat arthropods? Okay, so let's get, if you're gonna eat arthropods, so we can't have anything like this, size 1 to 3. But I kind of like the idea of having something that's kind of more on the bottom. What is that? Explore needs 3 or more different decorations. Okay. So yeah, so let's go back and let's get this red knob sea star. And we'll put that one in here so it gives something on the bottom as well. So we're doing pretty good. Still need to get that prestige up. We'll be able to continue over here, but I have all of my warm except for this one. We can put him in there. No, I take it back. We can't. Hold on, someone's having a fit. What is your problem? Okay, so suddenly we don't have enough rocks and plants for you. So we can deal with this. We're going to all right. Sorry, my dog decided to start throwing his toys. So we can add some live rocks, which will help with that. And then we need but we still need some plants. And we can do some eelgrass. Are we good? Is everyone happy now? Okay, so the Achilles surgeonfish is fine. We're good. We've got decorations. There we go. All right. So he is back. Look at all that ecology. So I'm not having any problem getting ecology at all. And we're going to pick our next research here. All right, so we might have to start going into some of our cold water, or we can go in and start doing some eels, which wouldn't be too bad because I could make a whole bunch. Those wouldn't take necessarily too much. It was 4 to 7. I mean, I could do a 3x3 tank and call it a day, really. But here's some of the things I was talking about where I could go and I get these dotty backs, and he's a bully. He's a bully. So see, I could put like all the bullies in their own little tank and just let them have a battle royale for whoever wants to survive. Must not exceed 30% if there's more than one. So we're gonna actually do that one. I forgot how fast these can go. We're gonna do, because I can get the ecology so fast that so as much as I want to keep doing some of the smaller fish, I really need to get... Ooh, here's a serpent starfish. That would be interesting. Clownfish needs 1 or 2, needs multiple ones. Let's... share with another, but is worth extra prestige if it does. So that's one thing I could do, is I could do a clownfish exhibit, but set it up in such that it has its own multiple clownfish, and we could do with all these. We could start with the Da Vinci clownfish. I think that'll be good, because especially if that's going to be worth extra prestige, then that'll be a good thing. Now I got a new starfish, and I think we're gonna put him in there, and that'll be a good mix for there. All right, so my daily revenue is already at half of what it needs to be. I'm easily at a third of where to get to rank 10, and I still have a ways to go for earning my daily prestige. So with this, hey, there's our little chocolate chip. All right, so what I got a awesome chocolate chip starfish has grown. All right. So let's go through and add, since I've got all this space open already, we can, where's the mic going? Okay. Let's, I already have the broom there, so let's move the food there, and we're gonna move the broom over here. We're gonna pause. And we're gonna open this area up. Actually, I think we're gonna do a little bit of some spacing, and we're going to add a door and a door and a wall. All right. So what? Small fish, we can add him there. But he needs... So let's take one of these and move it over. We're going to get a driftwood hay, which should be sufficient. And then we still need a plant. So, but I don't think in this run, I don't think I've used the sea lettuce in quite a while. So we'll add the sea lettuce and that'll be good. He does have zooplankton. We do have zooplankton. It is all the way over on the other side. So just to make sure that he gets it in a timely manner, we are going to add a zooplankton on this side. And then what I think we're going to do is we're going to actually add no, we're gonna add a tank here, but I think, what am I doing right now? Oh, I've got the, yeah, and then we need to add anemones. So yeah, no, I know what we're gonna do. We're going to have, I don't want the lagoon, or do I want a lagoon tank? No, I really want the basic tank. What's the largest I can do with that? I can do a 3x3. And then we're going to expand that one. Which we will probably then... We do need to make it where these are starting to be combined. So getting to the point where we're going to be working on getting our clownfish exhibit going. So for that, I need that. I know I'm going to take a momentary dip on prestige because there's an empty tank. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to add another pump right here. And then that puts all of our heat in the next one. All right, so we have So we're going to have the Da Vinci clownfish right there. And we're going to add, for the time being, we're going to add some velvet horn in there just so he has some decoration. But we're not going to keep the velvet horn in there for long. I want to make sure that we have plenty of filtration and heat going. I know that this is probably overkill. And I can also easily add another one there, expand this out, and add another one. So we're good on that front. Let's add some benches here so that people will stop whining. We are going to add some guidebooks, and we're going to add a chocolate vending, and then on the opposite side we're going to add a drink vending, and just so that they will not have room to complain, we're going to put a trash can over there on that side. Alright, so we almost have our next clownfish. And then we will eventually get some anemones in there. So hopefully that will... Hopefully they just won't touch them. Let's see... There's the black clownfish. Now we're gonna have this one. Has to have one or two. We're gonna hold off on that one. So we're gonna have the black Da Vinci, and then we're gonna put a black clownfish. So I can have up to 6 of these clownfish in there. And then I want... Do I have another? Yeah, the disco mushrooms. So far, I do not have any of the cold water. I should probably stretch back here, and I could do like a small cold water exhibit. Sometimes I don't get to do them near as much as I should. Hold on, I see we're having an issue with the pufferfish. What's the deal with the pufferfish? Was he just hungry and he just got fed? I think he was hungry and he just got fed. Okay. I think that tank's good. This has got a nice thing. If I could actually get some of the different signs that come in the freshwater, then this would be an amazing museum, or amazing aquarium to have. So, and then I want to do some anemones and get some anemones in here. That'd be cool. So I've got 1, 2. Do I have another guidebook dispenser? I do not. I've only got the 2. So I could theoretically have 1 more guidebook dispenser, and I think I'm gonna have it over here. I'm gonna put a guidebook dispenser right there, because we are going to put Megaquarium mug shelf. Right there. And then we've got to add Megaquarium mug supply. There we go. I'll eventually have to move those because I will probably need to have a walkway through here. And there is our next clownfish. All right. So we have, let's do the blizzard. We're going to do the blizzard snowflake and black snowflake, I think. Because I think those are going to be the last of the ones that we're going to be able to get in this particular exhibit. And then we could fill it up with some anemones. What was your complaint? Unicorn surgeonfish looks stressed. Why does the unicorn surgeonfish look stressed? Naturally, because he's grown and he needs more space. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we are going to build the unicorn surgeonfish its own nice little habitat back here. And we're just going to go ahead and round out this and open that, and then we're going to do a Belfast tank as big as we can get it, because I want to make sure that this is going to be for our more needy fish that need the extra space. So we're going to back that up. And yeah, we're just going to put it about right there, so they have enough room to go around. And we're going to put some space there. And then we're going to put a door there. Really quickly to make sure that we have enough, we're going to do a power pump. I know I feel like all these pumps are just... Eventually, it does degrade the quality of the fish water. I do want this tank, and we're going to take and move the unicorn into his own tank where he has plenty of room to swim around. And what is your problem? Because you have not been fed. Probably because I need to hire some more people. But we're going to do that in the next episode, where we're going to focus on getting some more workers in. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time. Thank you. Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter. So we are continuing Megaquarium with Dufont. So right here we left it off where we do need to finish fixing up this tank. And then we also need to hire some more feeders. So because this one has not been fed. So first off, we're going to take care of that, because that's relatively easy. We can hire Anna, Issa, and who else can we get the feed? We'll do Quinn. So that gets us 3 feeders. So hopefully we're going to make this one. You eat krill, so we're going to make that a high priority. Just so that way he can get fed. Then we need to come over here, and we do need to add some plants to this. Let's get some smooth ribbon seagrass. And that should be plenty for our unicorn surgeonfish. And I'll get him some buddies here in a little bit. But right now, he didn't have enough room and he was getting stressed. And when he gets stressed, people complain. And when people complain, my prestige goes down. So they just cascading effect. All right, so that should hopefully take care of all of that. Can we please feed the krill first? Next, please. Thank you. Hey. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Krill. Thank you. Krill here. Thank you. All right. So then we have so they're fed. Yeah, they look a little stressed. We took a hit to our prestige, but that's fine. We got it fixed now. All right, so our red knob sea star has grown. Awesome. And our unicorn surgeonfish has grown. Yeah, he grew and he outgrew the capacity of his tank. Jim has leveled up, so we're going to improve him with fixing. So yeah, so this tank is still good. This is where we are doing our clownfish, because we can get 6 little clownfish in there. And then let's go and do another keeper talk. So we can do this where we can come over here and we're going to do, oh, the unicorn surgeonfish, definitely. But we can also talk about all of our clownfish, or at least the 3 clownfish that we have right now. That will help boost some of our prestige. Another thing is having these data signs. So I can have a couple here and a couple there. One of the things that we can do now is, now that we have a sizable aquarium, we can actually fit the Atlantis decoration in the middle of the aquarium. So we have, there's the snowflake clownfish, and I think really instead of doing the black clownfish, black snowflake, I'm thinking about actually doing the maroon. Or maybe doing some other small ones and moving the clownfish in here. I haven't really decided yet. It would be nice if I could have, okay, I will get you some more, we need more balloon refills. Okay. I do have a balloon refill, but I need to research them to get them. We need some food and drink because people are complaining. So I like to have trash can there. Let's do a guidebook shelf right there. We're gonna need to have another guidebook supply. Just to make sure. And then we will put, first let's put a green pellet supply there. I know that might look a little off, but we can always add another filter or something here and connect it there. So that gives us some options. We're going to, however, right here, we're going to put in, can I... two more toilets. And then since we've already got the door right there, we're going to put in a sponge sink. Right there. So that way it is right there if they need it. And then we're going to add some padded benches to the area so that way people can sit down. And I think we're going to also add a big info sign so you kind of have to walk in and see it. I should do like another one right here, but I'm not going to. All right. Chocolate chip starfish has grown. All right, so we have, I believe this is our snowflake clownfish. And then do I want the black snowflake clownfish or the maroon? I think I'm going to do the so then that way we have several different, do I have the, I have the snowflake. I did not put in the blizzard. There's the blizzard. So I can get one more, and that's going to be that black snowflake clownfish. So I will have 6 different clownfish species, and then I will get some anemones and put those in there as well. Since everything is tropical, you'll notice I have all of the tanks connected, which is, it's nice when you can get it to work that way. And then let's see. All right. So we have another message. Okay, Romeo is leveled up. Let's do, since I've got several people that can do fixing, I think I only have a couple people to do cleaning. So I'm already over halfway with the daily revenue. Not quite half. And 15, almost half. With the ranks. So I really need to kind of just stepping it up with some of the ranks. Where is my balloon? I do have one more balloon fill, so they could fill this up. It's stretching it thin. The next one that I get is the copper band, so I'll be able to add some of the copper band toys, and that will help boost some revenue as well. And we will I wanted to do a path down here, but I have a feeling I may have to swap this out for just a large instead of the huge. Just because of size constraints. Let's move this over to there. Is the metal doing something? Okay. So, yeah. So let's add the black snowflake. And that adds too. So it has communal. This animal doesn't need to share with other species. Animal, but is worth extra prestige if it does. So it has potentially like 5. So I mean, it can make some extra prestige. All right. So now, what's my next research going to be? I wanted to do some anemones, so we're going to do a bubble tip. That anemone. So we're looking, I do want to get some friends and buddies in there with him. I do think I have all those. I can do a shark. So the epaulet shark will grow to 16. So I do have plenty of room. How much bigger does the surgeonfish gonna get? I think the surgeonfish is at its biggest. So I could get epaulet shark. Okay, you want some rocks. So we can add rocks, that's not a problem. Let's get some velvet horn in there. That's just a fast way of getting some quick decoration that satisfies plants and rocks. What else can I put in there? I'm not really going to be able to do my ray tank like I enjoy doing. Here is this guy that I think I was going to put him over here. So that will, yeah, I know I'm limited to 1 species of each. I'm not trying to add more species. Okay, I just want to see how he's doing. So yeah, he's good. He's not going to hit that tank capacity. He's not big, but he is worth some good prestige. More than, well, no, he's about the same as the dotty back, and with the, yeah, so that's worth some good prestige points. All right, so really quickly before we do too much, I know I can only get 1 of these in here, so I do want to have, and he's probably going to need lights. So we are going to do power lights. Boom. All right. So he is good. All right. Now this one, we need to add, we're going to add some more storage back here. We're going to add a wall so I don't have to see the bathroom. And then we're going to move this so that it is that. If I have to, I will actually come back here, and we're going to add a door there. And there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, here is the green for the surgeonfish. We have sand eel and the supplements. And that should be sufficient for them. Now we have, since we've already added the bubble tip, anemone. I do have more clownfish I could do, because there's a maroon clownfish, cinnamon clownfish, onyx, percrola clownfish, and then we've got Nemo that someone made. Let me see. Okay, what? really quickly, what ray is it? It's the southern stingray. I could do this, and I could do... I'd have to think about that, because I'd have to calculate, because I'd want to do the mangrove, and I'd want to calculate it down to what I need. He's a wimp, but he's gonna have special food requirements, and I really don't want to deal with more food requirements. So he will do... Barracuda would be interesting, but I really don't want bullies. I don't mind wimps, because you can have multiple... Because you can either have bullies or wimps. Foolish butterfly fish. This one would be interesting. And this one would be worth a lot of... Plant destroyer. Destroys plants in tank, and the fewer, the greater the risk of losing the plant. Federal butterfly fish, wimp. May eat that. Yeah, you know, I think 10 prestige. Yeah, I think we're good with that one. And then what I need to do is I need to... So, okay, so I've got everything except for the ray. The ray is just, as much as I really want to add it, I feel like I need to do some calculating. And that's going to involve math, and it's not that math scares me. It's just I need to calculate some stuff up and to make it worth my while. Alright, so I'm thinking what I can do is going back to the circular logic is coming back around here and doing a circular stream. So I'm thinking what I could do is I could actually do an eel. Let's do gift shop, because gift shop's actually making us money, and we do need to make more money. Alright. So we are making, and we've got plenty of funds to do stuff. So I've got the money to do things, and plenty of power. How much power do I have? Yeah, I've got filtration 600 out of 424. Yeah, we're good. All right, what did I get? Another. All right, Gabri has leveled up. Talking. I need you to be my talker. All right. So the threadfin butterfish is good. Let me see what have we got that's maybe some rank 8 stuff. Yeah, I remember the leopard shark was just hard to keep. This one's not a whole lot, but but gives a pretty good prestige. Not big. Dislikes lights. May eat arthropods. I think we're gonna get that one, and we'll put him in one of these 2 tanks. Maybe this tank. Alright, what are... Trying to see what are fish requirements. Tank capacity 8 out of 18, so that's about half filled. Yeah, these 2 have got pretty pretty good open slots available. This one's got some open slots available. Alright, so let's see. Threadfin butterfly fish. I think I was going to put... Because the e-pullet will only eat arthropods. Okay. So I was thinking we're going to put this one in here. And then I just need to get some caves. So we can add... It doesn't need a whole lot of cave. So we can do a driftwood cave. Maybe like right here. And then we need some rocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. I probably should have done one of these. We're going to do some live rocks. And that will hopefully satisfy. Yeah. I like to try to keep some open space, because sometimes you put in fish that just they want open space and they need that. Oh, I'm so close to getting let's do the deluxe toilets, and then I can start replacing the toilets with the deluxe toilets, and that will help get some, that'll help boost up some prestige. Another benefit to encapsulating these in is that then I can go through and I can delete them, and I don't have to worry about the guests wandering into the backstage area where they're not supposed to be. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, I don't really have I don't have zones assigned because I really don't have that big of space. I mean, I could do like this area, and this area, but I think it's more about having the amount of people. So I think what I'm going to do in the next episode is I've only got 4 cold water ones and arthropod starfish. Yeah, complains about everything. As much as I really want to do some cold water, I think the warm water is going to be the way to go. Hold on. Yeah, I have the starfish, so he will eat starfish size 1 to 2. How big is my starfish? It says 12. Okay. So that starfish would actually be okay. And cannot be housed with other species that eat cockles. Well, that so much for the spotted boxfish. He's not gonna cut it. Is he a wimp? I don't believe we have the orchid dotty back. So actually this butterfly fish, except I'm not sure I think I do have some 2x2 spots. He's a wimp. I think he'll be good. So we're gonna put him back here in this tank back there. And with that, we're gonna call that a day. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again. Thanks. Howdy howdy, welcome back to Blue Otter Gaming. So we are continuing with Megaquarium in La Dufont. So we are researching for another butterfly fish to add to this tank. And then we are going to be probably adding some smaller fish to these tanks. I believe I actually have, go back to cold water, that cardinal fish. I thought I'd finally gotten that cardinal fish. There it is, the black cardinal fish. No lights, arthropods, needs rocks, and so yeah, so he would actually fit best in this one. So he needs live Maya shrimp. So we're going to really quickly, because I know I've got some on the other side, but we're just going to add one over here so that it is on this side of the aquarium. And let's see if we can get someone else. I think we might be able to get Xavier, who can do some talking. Gift shop. He's really expensive, but I think he'll be worth it. I will eventually get the others, but we will see. And then with doing that and getting someone else that can talk, I do need to get another mic headset. So we can just put the mic headset right there. Because I have, there's a platform there, and a platform there. And then this fish is going to go into this aquarium. And our red knob sea star has grown. So let's go in and see what all... So that's quite a bit of an aquarium. I do believe that this fish does need, the fish that I'm adding to it does need a 2x2. So I need to double check to make sure that I do have a 2x2 square in there. I tried the upside down jellyfish, but again, I have to have at least 3 to do that. Yeah, no, he's not going to work. Pairs only. So he won't work. This is a cold water. And I think the next one that we can do is we might just do a warm water moray eel lineup. So what are some of the lower level eels that we can get? Here is, I'm planning on just keeping, this is not going to bother me because I'm planning on keeping them in their own tanks. So here's Abbott's. Do I have any as a rank 2? I do not. So we're going to come down here. We're just going to start off and we're just going to, there's a chain moray. So it's really just a matter of how much rocks they need. And I think I can get them all in relatively quickly. So we're going to, hold on. We're going to choose that later. I want to... we're going to add that to there. So then that gives us at least our 2 space. Alright, so there's our next one. I believe that's all of our rank 3 eels. So we're going to look at rank 4 and see what rank 4 eels. Here's a 2-spot goby. This would actually be a nice little goby for our tank over there. So I think we're going to do we're going to get the 2-spot goby to put into this tank. And then we're going to, I think over on this side, we're going to come and we're going to start with expanding. So I want, we're going to actually start with some expansion, and we're going to worry about getting them in a bit. But I just want some deep wall tanks, and that's all they're gonna get. We're gonna start with some different eels, and this is what we're gonna work with. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to put some lines right there, and then what we can do is we can actually, everyone's gonna get them on this side, and then what I can kind of do is I could decide if I want to, say, put a drink there. I could put a food there. I could do a book, and I think we will do we're gonna do a trash bin right there. So then that way we can close it up. So that way the guest does not see. And then for right now, we are going to, I'm trying to think of where I want to put everything. So this, we're going to move these. Because one of the things that we're going to need to do is I'm going to actually need a little bit more space back here. So we are going to do, right now I'm only going to focus on what I need, and we're going to put 1 and 2. So we're going to have heat and a double filter. So then we're going to collapse all, because I just want my eels. So we're going to do an Abbott's eel and a chain moray eel. Awesome. All right. And then we are going to, one more thing, we're gonna open that so that is open all the way. We're going to have a nice rock overhang. There we go. And that is sufficient for them. So what we might do is we're gonna put the drink there. We're gonna do an inset. And then we're going to pull the trash can. Put a trash can right there. And then we're going to draw these out just a little bit more. I will eventually, I might use these again. I did not need to do that. Okay. And then we're going to actually do a step there and a step there, and then to prevent people from going in, there we go. And then we're going to move this just back enough so that they can start to see where he's going. Alright, so we're in rank 4. Here is another moray eel. So I need a crab. So we're gonna come over here and crab. I need to put down my crab. Now, first, what we might do is, I think what I'm going to do is, just so I have a little bit more room on this side, I'm going to, there. So now I've got a little bit more space over here that I can put the crab. This is sand eel. I know I've got sand eel right over there, but you know, let's keep it real. And then we need to add really a couple more tool stations, just because I have been adding a bunch of equipment and haven't been keeping up with adding equipment necessities. I might go back and add there, and I think we're good. Alright, so we are going to unpause. Here's the white spot moray. So I really want to have, I don't mind having multiple morays, but I'm only going to open up 2 morays at a time, just because it's going to be easier that way. Alright, so that does all my level 4 morays. Let's look at, another one I could do is I could do crabs and stuff. Oysters are cool, but that is a cold. Here are some more tube sponge that we can do. So where is, there's a mud moray. I do want to make sure that it is tropic. Yeah, and that's, so I have that, so it's the white spot moray. We're gonna put it right there. We're gonna pause. So he needs herring, which we don't have yet. So we have a herring dispenser. And then we need to connect him to the tank setup. So we're going to power. And we will connect him to that tank. So he's good on that front. And now we need 2 rocks and 2 caves. So we're going to... Here is... Yeah, 4 rocks, 8 cave. And he's good. So these guys are all getting... Oh, I guess that's probably why they're not coming down here. I did not mean to pick that, but that's okay. We're just gonna move the bench. If it will let me, right there. I'm not too worried because it's gonna go through. Okay, black seed cucumber. I can look at that one in a little bit. So rank 5. What do I have? That's it. Alright, so let's look at... Here's the Ketoko Moray. There's tropical. Herring, bullying. I don't care because he's gonna be by himself anyway. But I want to see what the I just added that new fish and I didn't see what exactly it was. Blue striped butterfly fish. This one we were gonna put in here. He's good. All right. Banded mud moray we have here. We're gonna pause because I just need to add. So we add a large pump there, and we add our second tank to there, and he needs 3 cave. So we're going to come through, down, and cave. And now we can move that down and down. There we go. What else do I have that I don't have in the aquarium yet? I'm not going to do the stingrays because, as I said last episode, I need to figure out what I'm doing with that. I'm thinking I might be able to fit this one here. Alright, and there's my next moray eel, and I can keep adding to the moray eels. I was talking and not paying attention to what I was doing. Alright, so that's it for rank 6. Here's the green moray eel. Awesome. So we're going to and it looks like I've already got one there, so we're going to add here, pause. And honestly, as long as the filter and as long as I'm not getting issues with saying that I don't have enough for filtration or but I mean I'm still getting almost pretty high filtration. There's really no point in adding more. So here is some rocky overhang. I wonder if it'd be worth it to add perhaps like some decorations, like a lantern. To the different and then this, what does this guy eat? He eats herring and herring. So what we're going to add is we're going to add a herring on this side. And then we're going to get a couple more feeders. Sure. And yeah, just go ahead and get the rest of them. All right. And as soon as the green moray eel is, we'll be able to open up. Kiki has leveled up. So another thing we can do is we can get some data signs out. Alright, looks stressed. Okay, well, why does he look stressed? Because he wants some more open space. Okay. Is he going to eat anything? Arthropods and animals size 1 to 2. How big is the thing? Okay. So, no. So this guy, we can do is we can actually add a pitted column. No, I take it back. We're going to add that, and then we are going to take the banded moray. No. Yeah, the banded moray. And we are going to take the banded moray, and we're going to add him to that tank. So we can take the green moray eel that we just got and put him in there, and hopefully... Is he good? He's good. And he eats herring. Alright. So, it's a little different than what I was expecting to do, but... Alright, so there's the California moray, but he's a cold. Not prepared to do anything that's cold just yet. Here's the honeycomb. Alright, we will put him in a enclosure. In a tank as soon as we finish researching him, and we finally leveled up to level 9. So we are needing more. We have the wolffish, which is probably one of my favorite cold water fish in this. I don't know why, I just like the wolffish. Perhaps because I pronounce wolf a little differently. I'm not seeing... Oh, there's the tiger reef eel, so I'm hoping in the yellow margarine eel. So, got a couple of ones, and then the shark hat shelf, turtle backpack shelf, large beach deep tank, large tunnel tank. So these will be good for housing a lot of different things, and then we have some new decorations unlocked. Awesome. And yeah, we'll be able to do that. But with that, we are going to hopefully be able to continue as we wrap this around here. but we will continue that in the next episode. Thanks for joining, and hope to see you in the next episode. Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter Gaming. I am recording this audio because I apparently muted my microphone when I first recorded this. So I'm going to go back over and try to remember what all I was saying and going through, because I have no record of it. So that first point where I'm pointing out is those are 6 different aquariums that do house moray eels. And I believe I have a 7th in that large Belfast tank that is off to the side. So I am rotating and figuring what my next move is going to be. And as I unpause, because I do want to be going ahead and getting ecology and science points. So here I check my messages, and I do have several different ones that I can get. There is a cold water one that is for getting a blonde skate and 6 animals, which gives me a base prestige of 250. An oddball tank that if I can get 3 oddballs, I can get an additional 300 prestige. I always like to accept these. And then active swimmers, getting 5 active swimmers in the same tank. So again, I always like to accept these, even if I don't necessarily think I'm going to be able to get them. Just the fact that I am running for them, and here it is getting upgrading a skill. I'm debating between feeding and cleaning. I ultimately go with cleaning, but I always get those objectives because that, 1, they help me with getting base prestige, and 2, it helps to get some different fish and advancing, even if they're side quests, which are some of the achievements that you can get in the Steam game as well. So here I'm looking at, and I am evaluating all the different fish that I have in these aquariums to see, do I have any that are already active swimmers? And in that particular aquarium, I already have 2 active swimmers, the Achilles surgeonfish and the orange band surgeonfish. So I go and I think about it, and I already have the unicorn surgeonfish in that Belfast tank that is an active swimmer. So I grab those 2 and I put them into the Belfast tank. That gives me an aquarium that I already have 3 out of 5. So I really just need 2 more. So I can go through and look to see, here I actually keep clicking on a couple of guests. I could go through and I could look at some of the different fish that I already have, and do I have any that I can put into that aquarium without having any real change to the fish I've already purchased, because I am limited on what fish I can have. I can only have 1 of each fish. And I do move that Regal tank over there, which now gives me a tank with 4 active swimmers. So now I just need 1 more active swimmer. And I do believe I end up having to research and find one to put in the tank. So we go through, and I'm still clicking through to see if there's anything else that I have. And there's a lot of clicking through and evaluating and judging if the fish are compatible, because I've had my heart set on one thing and then ended up that I put in 2 fish that should not be put together, and that ends up being disastrous because one of my fish ends up dying, or the stupid turbot ate it again. Here I have the 2-spot goby that I did research, and I threw that into a little small coral. It just had some little small fish in there. I don't think I left room if those soft corals grow any, but I do know that the fish don't grow anymore. But I'm double checking to make sure if anything can be here. And the striped boxfish, because he seems a little bit bigger or kind of out of place, and I look and I see if there's anything that is going to fight with him in this other tank, and there's really not. Everyone seems to agree with him, so at this point, I decided to move the striped boxfish over to the deep outcrop tank, and that tank is complete. And then that finishes the honeycomb moray eel. So we can go through and we're going to research additional eels. So that's the yellowmouth moray eel that I selected to continue to research. And I look and I've actually got one that I'm missing. So I'm going to go in here and try to find it, and there's the honeycomb moray eel, so he's going to go in there. And since I don't have it hooked up to a pump, I'm going to make some adjustments and go ahead and add a pump so that it will link to established tanks together, so I really don't have to deal with a whole bunch of filters and heaters. I can really just focus on just connecting them and moving on. And then I need to make sure that I've got suitable food for them. And here's where I am starting to kind of run out of room because of that particular heater and tank with the 3 crates is a little close to those. I will later move them, but it might not be this episode. It might be the next episode, as I have recorded these in advance. So I'm going through and checking to see what I need to do next, and then I just unlocked my science research, so I'm going through and I am picking what I want to select to do. I know I want to do the shark hat because that's perfect with having a shark over on the other side. And I know I eventually want to get the large pump, but that's just not something that I did this particular one. And I ultimately do go with the popcorn machine, which ironically enough, I don't think I actually added any to this one. So I am going through and I'm adding another pair of tanks to the moray eels. This will help with just finishing out that moray eel section. I know I do have a few additional moray eels, or eels in general, that are available. A couple of them I could not pick because they are cold water, and I'm specifically doing tropical water. And so since I couldn't pick those, but at some point I do plan on having a full section. It'll probably be when I do a sandbox campaign, because I think it would be cool to do a sandbox campaign. There I accidentally clicked on the deep observer tank, and I meant to do the corner observer tank. These are the last 2 tanks that I have in this moray eel section. And I did need to put a platform and staircase, which I will eventually move because I will eventually move that filter and stuff. And there is that moray eel, and that unlocked the next ecology project. So we are going through, and I am scrolling kind of fast because I am looking for very specific criteria of what I want. I believe at this point I might be looking for that last moray eel that I'm going to be collecting. And the tiger reef eel looks like it is going to be perfect. So the reason why one of the eels went into the center, into the Belfast aquarium, was because it did have an open 2x2 requirement, which in these smaller tanks I just couldn't do I just couldn't do a 2x2 and have the rocks and have the small decorations that I did have. It's really not a huge exhibit hall, but it is, especially with decoration, but it was at least all the same animal, roughly. I did add a door there so that those doors are cattywampus to each other. They are rotating, where you've got one on the left, one on the right, one on the left as you're coming down from the Belfast tank. And they do have stairs that go up and down, so you can access and have access points to all of those tanks. And that allows for being able to do this. So I'm looking again at those tanks. The epaulet shark grew in size. And I'm still looking at my different objectives. And I believe I may have unlocked another active swimmer, or maybe I'm looking. I'll look for that after the honeycomb one. And I do look at this one to see what all do I have in oddballs. Oddballs is just really, it's a weird level that, or a weird classification that I don't really think that there is an actual picture for. Here, my green moray eel has grown, as has my black sea cucumber, and my honeycomb moray have all grown. So we're looking at more of the moray eels. There was a little bit of a heat deficiency, so I added heat. Although the last two don't have heat because they're not connected, so I will make a note to connect those. But I don't really need to connect them until I actually have anything in there. Here I opened this up just a little bit so that yeah, it's nice if they have that walkway behind all of the filters and the heaters. At the same time, it would be nice for them to just have a way that they could cut through and be right in front of them without having to spend extra time going behind them. So here we're going back and looking at are there any of the eels that I have, and there is one that I can put in. And I briefly pause this so that I can go in and put an additional pump, and I'm going to connect this to, I'm going to connect that tank to the tank that is next to it, and then it will require some rocks. Actually, I think that's some caves. So that, but that rocky overhang just fits perfectly. for the eel's usage. And I go ahead and place a rock in the next tank because I know that eel will need it when it is put in there. And so I go ahead and I do that. These extra decor items actually add to the prestige, and I liked the column, so I thought I would put the column there. I wanted to make sure I was careful not to add too much because I do need to keep a 2x2 slot in there. So here we're looking at different plants and things and different decor, and is there really anything that I can add? I think I do at least decide to add a conch shell. It's only one prestige point, but I go ahead and add that conch shell to that aquarium because that is the tank that has the hermit crab in there. So I thought that would be kind of fitting to place that in there, to place the shell in there. So here I'm starting to expand out, and I am looking at what do I need to do. I kind of expand this a little bit, but then I change my mind and how I want to do this. And I'm actually pleased with what I end up doing. It goes through, it looks really nice once I add that final tank that's there. So here's where, looking at the cold water mix, I do need that bronze gate, so I am going to add that up. And here Jim is leveled up, where I'll go with fixing because that's what he's got. I go through and I decide that I really don't want that to be open on that end, and I can open this up just a little bit because it's still only open to workers. I don't have that last moray in, so it is blocked. Those last two aquariums are blocked off from visitors being able to see them. And I'm going to go in and look and scroll in to see what I can do. And I'm trying to decide, okay, well that's where I want to add another tank. And I'm going to go look and see what kind of tanks that I have. And I really like... I closed the terrariums because I mean the terrariums. And I really, in here, I'm deciding that tank, the square tank would be good for like the clownfish that I had done. But one of the things that I look at is I look at ultimately that tunnel tank and decide that that's kind of the tank that I really want to do and use. There is a large shallow tank. The small tunnel tank. Which I could do a small tunnel tank over here and then have a small area that you go around and it leads back. So I think... yeah, I think I've got the room that I can expand. So we're going to expand this. Let's do a small tunnel tank. And then we're going to add a door here, and we're going to we're going to move those two walls over here when the time comes. I'm not going to worry about it right this moment, but I do have Or I could do 3 down. No, it's as much as I would like to have a door there, I'm gonna have to settle for the fact that I've got a door there. So what I'm gonna need is the blonde skate's gonna go in here. And the downside of this is that this is gonna have to be where we're gonna start getting some cold water, which means I'm gonna need which means I'm going to need ooh, that would be a good one. No, because never mind, he needs 5. Because I also need active swimmer. Where's no, it has to go into the bigger one. Small hammerhead shark. Yeah, I got plenty of room. I could add another shark. Um, 6 days, he'll be 28. So, yeah, I do have the room because it's not like it's mutually exclusive, but he's gonna eat everything that's gonna be small, so he can't really be with anybody else. Let's do the small hammerhead. Hammerhead's gonna go into that big tank. There's the popcorn. Now let's see what we can do with this. I think this is where I would rather have a large tunnel tank. Get the large tunnel tank right here, and then that you have to go through to get into and have that be where the blonde skate is. So I'm gonna need to get that one. Zoe has leveled up. Let's do gift shop. Awesome. And then I need one more moray eel. There is the oh, okay, yeah. There we go. Alright, what is your problem? Alright, so we're going to do a bit of tank flipping. There we are. And then he eats crab, which I believe we just have crab down here. I don't really have yeah, no, that's gonna be an involved mess of moving stuff. It could be done, but it's gonna get messy. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Have the tunnel tank. I might have to move some stuff around. Okay, let's just move some stuff around, and then we will wait. Actually, we can be letting it run. So we're going to let that, go there, connect. And then we're going to take this and we're going to actually move this up here. And then this one, we're going to add its second tank to there. So this is all connected. So all of these moray eels are connected. We do need to so that's there. Yeah, we're going to really quickly, one last thing, we're going to take a pump and we're going to connect this one to that. So we've got all the power going to all the places. And then let's just move these back over here. All right. So with that, we actually need to take this over here. Last move. All right. There we go. And there we go. So we will add some popcorn to our mix and be able to start, we'll be able to unlock this large tunnel tank and start with this blonde skate and adding some 6 animals to it. But we will do that in the next episode. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter, and thank you for joining. So where we last left off, we are continuing in Megaquarium in Dufont. We are working on building up to get the large tunnel, and we just unlocked the hammerhead. So we're going to pick our next research, and so some of the things I need is I don't have a lot of cold water, so I really want to try to do some cold water fish. And I think the wolffish works really well because he doesn't really do well with usually when I get him, he's usually a solo fish, but he'll be kind of big. So we'll get him. And so one of the things we're going to do, we're going to come over here and we're going to go back here to the sharks and the small hammerhead, hopefully. So it's herring supplements. So we're going to add a herring, but then if we put him in there, that should get the active swimmers. Active swimmer display complete. The specialized active swimmers display is finished. It's creating quite the buzz. Base prestige is increased. So one of the things we could do is we come over here and we can add and see what, there we are, the small hammerhead shark. So we can actually get, we're going to take out these clownfish, and we're just going to put in just the ones that are in there. So there's that butterfly fish. So those will help get us some some prestige up. And so hopefully they do okay in there. We're going to add really quickly, since we know he eats herring and I don't know where the closest herring is, we're just gonna add a herring cabinet over there. So hopefully they'll be there. So these are our 9 moray eels, are right here in this column. Probably should put another bathroom over here because people need more bathrooms, I guess. Okay, I've got some messages. So Quinn has leveled up, a lot of leveling up. Feeding, do fixing. Xavier is leveled up. We'll do talking, and then more gift shop, and the honeycomb moray eel has also grown. Awesome. So these are all, he looks so tiny. So the big thing with this large display that we're going to be putting in here is the fact that, one, I don't know quite how big it's going to be, and 2, it's going to be a cold water display. So that's going to add to the effect that I really need. I don't know how big it's going to be. I do want it to be as big as I can make it, so I have lots of room. And what I would really like to try to do is to get the blonde skate. If I get 6 animals, but if I can get 3 of those animals to be oddballs. So one of the things with this is that I know the blonde skate's right here. It's cold water. It's going to need 26. I could get a pollock. That's going to be another one. A cuttlefish. A lump sucker. The turbot that will probably eat everything it can get its hands on. I'm probably not going to want the turbot just because it is weird. I'm trying to see what... I guess I could try to do some other lump suckers and maybe see if that will help. I'm gonna have the wolffish in as well, so Olive is leveled up, more cleaning. Green moray eel has leveled up, and the tiger reef eel has also grown in size. So this is gonna be a big cold water undertaking, but I really want this large tunnel tank, and then it will be a matter of being able to usher in to the next one. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look and see what kind of oddball fish we can do. Some of these I consider oddball, but what are... because I don't see like an icon that says like, hey, this is an oddball one. So there's another moray eel that I could possibly do. And then I've also got to do... so here's a harrowed soul. Can't have arthropods. We'll go to 6. Nibbleable has an appendage prone to be nibbled. So I think he's greedy. He needs at least... so he might be a little bit weird. There's another clownfish. There's a wolf eel. So that's 2 more eels that being... he generates a bit of prestige. Here's an ocean jacket called by increase the health of the tank mates that are not the same species and have a size of 4 or more. So let me... look. Here's another lump sucker. Just like spook bears cannot be housed with other species that eat crab. This is kind of different. Let's try that one. So what we can see is we could try to see what we can get that will work. So here we go. All right. Okay. So we've got several different ones. All right, so let's see. We have the okay, so the wolffish is considered an oddball. I like the wolffish. I don't know why. It's one of my favorites. Call me crazy. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that we can... do. All right, so while we're just really waiting for we're really just waiting for our research to finish. All right. Because I'm pretty sure that did not make it. Oh, there's so many eels that I want to add, though. Let's look in rank 9. Because I'm still waiting for the... I've got to wait for that tank. There's the ocean surface, but that's warm. And then some of these fish don't tell me whether they're warm or cold. Which is probably a hint that they might be a mod. And then it just got left off. So this one... rock lever. Big house. Okay, 1 to 6. I think we're good with that. So let's try that one. So, okay. Let's add a set of bathrooms right here. And I think I want to add them. So you've got to go their back set a little bit. And we're going to add them as the deluxe bathrooms. And we're going to actually go through and we're going to go through and we're going to delete some of the old ones. And that will help increase our prestige just a little bit. Not too terribly much, but just enough that maybe it might make a little difference. There we go. I can appreciate that they're rounded. Aesthetically, I don't really care for that, but it's fine. All right. Some of our workers have leveled up, and we now have our large tunnel. And Isla, we're gonna do more cleaning. All right. Pick our next research. We are going to do the cat shelf, so we can come back here and we can actually be selling turtle hats. Okay, so I want the large tunnel tank, and I have a feeling that it's okay, it's a little bit wider than it is. Okay, so I need this to actually, we're gonna pause. I need this to actually be a little bit wider. Is that what? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to then move this to here. We can... That's fine, that's fine. We can always put another bench right there. We are going to put in... a two pathway right there. But first we're going to actually cover that so that we're not having issues. I will probably have... Okay, so the door didn't work. For right now, we're just going to put that door right there so we can get to the other side. And we are going to put in some space so that way we've got some more filtration power room, because we are going to need to have, we're going to have, this is going to be open to the public, and we're going to need some cold area place to be. So first off, we're going to put a door here, and we're going to seal this. And we're going to put, oops, the stairway right there. All right. Now this, we're going to put another line. So that actually gives us two stairways that we can access, so they're not limited to their space. We're going to add a power pump right here. This is going to be a cold water, so there is no point in there's absolutely no point in doing anything that is going to be too much. And then we're going to need the mega chiller, which is right there. And then we're going to make sure we've got some room to grow. So if I need to put a second one there. All right. Everything is paused because this could go sideways really fast. All right. So we have the blonde skates. What is the blonde skate missing? Other than food. Cannot grow until all of its requirements are met. Not chilled enough. Okay. So we are going to do a second. We're going to do a second large chiller. I'm pretty sure that that's not going to be enough. We're going to do another pump, and this one's going to be right there. We need more chill. And I think that finally gets it at our base threshold of chill. Okay. So now what we need is we're going to add our wolffish. Now, I'm not worried because the wolffish is, I think, just needs to have some more stuff. We're going to put in the fan worm. Hopefully the fan worm is fine. We're going to put in a lump sucker. The turbite, which finishes as oddballs. Tank focusing on oddballs is complete as Megaquarium splash with the guest. Base prestige has increased. We're not done yet. Let's also add the cold water mix display is complete, has given your guests a new reason to come to the aquarium. Base prestige has increased. And then we're going to for fun, although we'll see if we can get the cuttlefish to survive. We're going to add some pitted columns. It'd be nice if you add like these columns and stuff, if they gave like some protection to some of the animals. And then we need some rocks, or some rocks. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do some velvet horn. And then we will... that should be it. So when I get this John Dory in there, we'll probably put him in there and sell the turbot if he's a... Alright, so we're going to move there, and we're going to actually just we're going to put him in. We're going to actually move all this back one. Going to have a staff door. Put the staff door there. And We can open this up. And we're going to put in some padded benches. We're gonna unpause it. We can put in some things like food and drink, and we need to put in, anytime we put those in, we definitely need to put in a bin. Finally get a place to put the copper band toys, maybe. And then we're going to, we need to get the copper band toy supply is right here. Muscles. Okay, so we need to make sure that everyone has, we're gonna put him in a second. Muscles. I think that's everything. We can close this down just a little bit. So we just have a little bit of backspace working. I would like to get some more things. There's the John Dory. Alright, and why is the lumps are probably because he hasn't eaten yet. Alright. And with that, we're going to pick our next research. Let's do we got both of those. I'm trying to see if there's any more cold water fish that we could put in there. Don't want to do barracudas because barracuda is going to eat everything. Here is a butterfly fish. I hope he's got to have at least 5. Those cold fish. 12. Yeah, we can do this. Alright. And with that, we are almost there. But we are out of time for today, so we are going to fix that, and we're going to do some maintenance, and we will be able to finish in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter. We are continuing with Le Dufont in Megaquarium, and just as I was pausing, I just ranked up. So we are at level 10, which does get us access to even more animals. Some really interesting animals, the fried egg jelly, the spiny seahorse. I would love to do a whole exhibit on seahorses like I did with the moray eels, the copper band butterfly. There's a lot of really cool, there's rays, a lot of really interesting creatures that become available, as well as some different decorations. So with that, we are not completely finished because that only completes one criteria. We still have about another 1,000 points of prestige and $900 in revenue that we need to earn. So first off, I'm noticing that we need to have some more filtration. So this is one of the things that I keep with having this filtration right there. And now we have sufficient filtration in all places. We do have one cold water tank that I believe we have one of all of the available cold water that I have researched, and I believe I'm researching another cold water specimen to put in here. So it is a nice little aquarium, and we'll be able to actually put a podium maybe right here that we can we can specify what are the different animals we want. This is a really cool little fish. May eat clams. He's 5. I don't remember if I have anything that will eat animals that are 5 or below. But I think he might go well in this tank. He needs at least 30. He doesn't grow any bigger, so I think we're gonna do him. So for this, I want... Oh man, there's a lot of stuff. So we're gonna do... Yeah, the turbot... If the turbot eats anything, he's gone. So we're gonna have the blonde skate, as that was the priority. And then we're gonna have the wolffish, which was, again, one of my favorites. I can't explain why. The John Dory is kind of cute. We're gonna have the common cuttlefish. Awesome. So we have that. There is a beach one, but I think that goes into the terrarium. I've been purposely avoiding some of the more obvious. They belong to other DLC. So let's go through. We're going to pick this one up. And maybe put it right here so that that section can have something to sit on. And we're going to come over here, and we have the shark hats. And then we need to have the shark hat supply. And we're going to actually put a door right here, which means I am going to have to pick this person up. So we can actually get some different... So we're going to... Hold on. Then we're going to close that up, and then so that we can actually access that, we're going to open that there, and we're going to actually put the hats right there. All right, so the fish that I just got, I believe it's tropical. I don't remember which one it was. Phantom bannerfish, and we're going to put it right there. Do we have any issues with you? Why are you upset? Because you need at least a 2x2 area. Can I... What if I remove this? Put that in there. Then we still need... We're good with rocks, but we need 4 more plants. I think I might be able to do this with just some different plants. Here is yeah, no, it's gonna have to be something that is a little bit more. All right, so those are, let's see if we can get the there. And then, all right, so we're going to pick another fish, or animal. Oh, we can get rank 10 animals now. What is available? Starry Smoothhound, which we did. Is a wimp. Staghorn coral. Let's do... No, they require 15 and all of my things only have up to 10. So I'm not going to be able to do that. Unless I upgrade my... Here's a China clam. Need like 10. It's a clam. I think we might be able to do this one, and it's worth 7. Or what? Let's just see what else we have. We have a cat shark, a ratfish, raccoon butterfly, but I need to have more than one, so that's not gonna work. Kobe cuttlefish. The American eel. Let's see what we have. The blue blubber jelly. Here is another ray. So we'd have to have, so eventually what I'll do is I'll have 2 ray tanks, one that is cold and one that's hot. Let's see, what else we got? Fat ray, silver ray, pale octopus. But that needs a lot of decor. There's a zebra shark, 3-banded butterfly fish. Sea dragons are so cool. And yeah, that needs to be with at least 1 soft coral lever, 4 to 9, and they're cold. He's a bully. I need to do, maybe I need to start doing like painting where I can paint if certain colors, if they're if there's a bully in the tank, and then that way I know at a glance. Let's look I don't want to spend all my time looking for fish, so if I can't find one I like soon, I'll probably just randomly pick one. This one looks interesting and is worth a lot of science, so that will help with developing science. All right, that's good enough. All right, I really like all the moray eels, and I know that there's so many more eels. I'm really gonna need to determine how many more I've got, or how many I'm gonna have available ultimately when I do the sandbox version. So we've got food. They still haven't put in either that, or they haven't these sell out relatively quickly. I'm kind of surprised the Talbot hasn't destroyed everything in the aquarium so far. I'm like astonished that the Talbot has not destroyed everything. The lump sucker is not having a good time. What is he? There's another mussel eater present. Oh my gosh, stop whining. Okay. So we will, how big are you? You are a 2. So here's what we're going to do, because I'm not dealing with this. We're going to just expand it a little bit here. We're going to pause. We're going to move and move. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna delete those. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to now go and we're going to he's a lump sucker, so we're gonna do a small wall tank. And we're going to take this one, we're going to add another tank. Plenty of filtration. We're going to move this guy into here. Oh my gosh. Salt. Okay, you want some rocks. Here, have some rubble and be fine. All right, we're good. Now I just need a little bit more filtration because we did add some more water. So we are going to add a large double filter. And then we're going to actually, as we're getting towards the end of this, I think we can start this. All right, so we're going to start painting. So small hammerhead shark has grown. Zell's leveled up. We're going to do gift shop, feeding. Sven is leveled up. We'll do more fixing. Blonde skates. And the Atlantic pollock. Alright, awesome. So striped beakfish. We're going to come over here to level 10. You have to have at least 2. All these you have to have at least 15. Copper band butterfly. We've got to have that one. Alright, so what is the fish that I just unlocked? There it is. Straight beakfish, and it can go in there. That is huge. I was not expecting it to be that big. Okay. Is it? It is not a bully. All right. So one of the things I think we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start painting. And I'm fixing to have another paint. Let's do the t-shirt sales. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to actually do some painting. And I think we're going to paint, because this one's got a bully in it. Can I paint the tank? I cannot paint the tank. This one I don't believe has a bully in it. I think he's relatively... we're good on that one. Okay, so I can't do that. We're going to paint the blue area. Can we paint? Is that a good? No, I don't like that. What about this one? That works. So there we go. So we can paint the area that is cold. We can paint the bathrooms in that same color. And then we're going to start with painting the eel area. No, I don't like that. What about this? No, I don't like that either. So there's the copper band butterfly. Let's do... fish. All right. What was I doing? I was doing the lagoon. Toy themed lagoon. So here is all of the lagoon. Coloring, and we can add the fish to that. And there is the win. Impressive work. With only a single animal in each species, you've managed to create an aquarium of high regard and even higher profits. Your next role is to take over the sizable Carbon City Aquarium, which is in dire need of upgrading. You can continue to build here in La Dufont for as long as you want. This message will stay in your message, accessible via the button on the bottom left until you're ready. When you're ready, move on to Carbon City. Let me know. All right, so we're not ready because I would like... We're gonna pause. I would like to actually finish with some coloring here. So this is actually going to be all of this lagoon painting, and we're gonna do something else with the other, and then I need to fix the blue paint on the other side because that is, I messed up. Alright, so let me come through here, and our traditional blue paint, that's the default. There we go. Alright. Now we need to do a little bit different. We can do Pirate Cove. That would be kind of interesting. What does the... don't mind so much the... what does the Pacific paint look like? Trout gray? Trout gray looks fine. Alright, and then we have... just gotta remember to not... get on the side that is the... that's got the blue paint on it. So here is... we're gonna put all this to about here. So we can put all of this together. And we will be, and then we'll be able to call it an aquarium. So we can color that, and then we do need to do a wall there, and I believe that one was this. I kind of like that being just the color behind at least what the guy is wearing. All right. So let's look and see. Oh, he's grown. Hopefully he doesn't kill anything. John Dory, the wolffish is grown. Birdie is leveled up. And there is the UN. Alright, so as we wrap up, I'm debating letting the so we will, as we finish, we're going to complete this with, of course, someone's unhappy over here. We're going to complete it, and we will do a walkthrough, which I will tack on at the end of this, but we're going to call this complete. So thank you for joining. All right, so here is, as we continue with our little tradition, we're doing a walkthrough. So we get to come up, we see a big sign, and we're going to come back around to that area later. So you can come here, you can sit down, enjoy the fish, get to listen to the person talk, and then on this wall we have our little puffer fish. It's right there. And our small fish. And here's the fish that I couldn't house with anybody else. Actually, I think I have 2 fish in there, and the hermit crab. All of our clownfish with a sea anemone. Definitely would love to have more sea anemones, so maybe I can research that later. And then here is... So you come over here and you can purchase a shark hat where you get to see a hammerhead and another shark that I forget what type of shark it is off the top of my head. And then there's the unicorn surgeonfish. This was our active swimmer fish. And then we have all of our eels. That all basically have the same... And there's the green moor 8 eel that's clipping into the wall. But I like how they hide and they interact with the rocks. And then there's the next one. And then I think this one was the honeycomb. This is one of the last ones I have. And then here's, this one was so tiny when we first got him. And that was the research. So we're just gonna pick another research. And we're going to actually clip back here so we can go back and see. So here's the Abzu thing. I actually see that I missed painting something. Here's the lumpfish, lump sucker, whatever, that he was a pain because, oh no, someone else is eating the same thing I eat and he didn't like that. So this is a tunnel tank. I love the tunnel tanks. Oddball, there's the wolffish. That's kind of cool. And there's the John Dory, a cuttlefish. The Atlantic Pollock, I believe, is that one. And then there's the blonde skate. We're gonna actually go into the aquarium. Look at that. As he clips in. Alright, we'll go back into the... so this is... So they have been refilling it. It sells so fast. And apparently my cleaning staff needs to clean up. The gift shops are just, they go crazy. And then this unlocked right after I finished. These are the t-shirts that that the guests can purchase. And with that is going to call it a day. So this has been Le Dufont. One of everything only. No multiple of anything. So it has been fun, but we will continue with, I believe, with Carbon City in the next episode. So thank you for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.